What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Home Slice. We've got another test today with our friend ANDE, the 40mm manila rope. We're into our coarse edges now. Very, very interesting results. The Norton India kept an aggressive edge well, but wore out in similar timing to the Spyderco Ultrafine. But interestingly, the Spyderco Ultrafine ceramic stone actually had edge retention and aggression that was superior in the end to this coarser 400 grit stone. So today we're back with a 400 grit edge sharpened on a Venev OCB diamond water stone. Now this will be really interesting because these leave a really, really crisp edge that feels somewhat similar to the Spyderco Ultrafine. And Venev uses the FEPA F grit conversion rates, and so their 400 grit is more like a, I don't know, 600 to 1,000. I'm not sure exactly where it falls with like a Japanese waterstone system, but it's finer than most 400 grits because of a different rating system. So let's get into it. We'll test keenness, we'll test aggression on the 9mm sisal rope and see how many pounds or kgs of force it takes to sever this rope, and then we'll see how many times it gets through ANDE, and we'll wrap up with an edge toughness test, smacking it into this pine piano leg. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, once through, looking good. The aggression felt quite good on that. Let's check out where the best got us to. It did seem to fade near the end, seemingly maybe a little bit more than the Norton India, but it's a bit hard to say. Let's find out what our Bess is telling us about how keen that edge remained. Started out slightly better than the Norton India. 231 rather than 260. 390. How does that stack up to the old Norton? 390. This is 309, so it lost a lot more sharpness on the first time on the rope, and I could actually feel that. That's really interesting. Well, let's see if we can get through twice. Hopefully we can get through twice. I have to say this is a bit typical of my experience with these Venev OCB waterstones, and I don't know if I don't have the best technique for sharpening with them, but it seems like they create this like phenomenally aggressive edge that seems to give out a bit more quickly than when I sharpen knives on some of my more traditional waterstones or oil stones. And I reckon I gotta try them on some higher carbide stuff. Take two. We don't have far to go to get to 400, so this might just be a two-cut test. Okay, this is, I guess, struggling through a bit, but I don't think we're actually making, we're not actually severing new fibers. They're folding here, but they're not severing. Okay, so I think we're done with that one. After one, let's see what our final best score is here. 384. 384. That's perplexing. Okay, well, maybe I can struggle through on that rope a little longer. I just don't feel like I'm making any progress. Oh, sorry guys, my DJI Osmo Action Cam just ran out of battery, so I'm switching to my phone here. Sorry for the lack of continuity. I am getting through some of the fibers on this death rope with great force and difficulty, but it's looking like with great force and difficulty, we might actually make it through the second. I try not to end a test before the blade surpasses 400 best, as a rule, so giving it all we've got here, Venev. Oh, yes, 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 it's getting thinner. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a little tail there. I need to trim off. Almost there. Oh, and it's thinner, it's easier, yay. Okay. All right, that is 2 times through. My goodness. Okay, let's take a best reading. .346. What manner of insanity is this? 346. Funny. Funny, this is the first real big curveball I've been thrown in these tests. They were looking quite consistent, and now this is happening. Well, it was cutting a bit better there at the end. I wonder if there is some extent to which the diamond edge kind of smooths out the diamond sharpened edge. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it's actually like cutting effectively. 346 is interesting. That's lower than the first test number by 45 grams. Oh, so strange. It does appear to have recovered some cutting ability as we went along. That is so strange. Oh man, I can't do it. This is so much pressure. I don't want to cut myself. This is like more, I think more force than I have had to exert in any of the other tests. Let's best test another area of the edge to see if perhaps we just got a good number there, because this is not following my felt experience. Okay, so we were there, so we'll test more like here. 387. It's not wanting to cross that 400 mark. Okay, I guess we'll keep cutting. All right. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I just went for about 50 seconds sawing on the same area, and it didn't cut anything new, so. Let's test this again. And pray that it says over 400, because I don't think my wrist has much more in it. 325. What a strange and perplexing thing. Does it shave? Doesn't want to shave. It does retain this feeling of keenness. And the numbers are going down, but the cutting ability is, this aggression is not there. I don't know. Okay. I don't think I can get through the rope another time, but as an interesting aside, let's see what happens when we do the other two tests. Okay, let's see how many kilos of pressure this takes to slice through the 9mm sisal rope. Okay, about 9, which is pretty normal after these tests. And let's see how we do with the toughness test. $469. Depending on how you count it, that'd be an increase of about 100, 150. Okay, so Venev 400 grit OCB diamond waterstone edge lost its aggression fairly quickly and became a little bit rounded, but then counterintuitively kept a large amount of keenness to the extent that I couldn't physically get through the 40mm manila rope with the strength that I have without injuring myself somehow. But it kind of recovered some edge acuity. It must have had some kind of a wire edge if it went from 231 up to 390, and then we must have broken that off, but then have been presented with too wide of a cutting apex to sever the fibers. That would be my guess. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to compare to the Norton India that I just got through and see how traditional wet stone compares, then you can check out this link. I'll put a link over here. But for now, just say, hey, peace out from the home slice. You guys take care. Bye.